Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another miserable and depressing journey through Oxford United's 2022-2023 season. It's sure been some watch so far, hasn't it? Let's just put the score on the screen because I think this, who's seen this story before? Who's seen this result before? Wow. Oxford United 0, Wycombe Wanderers 1. And I'm tired and I'm grumpy. And we've got a lot to unpack here because this is shockingly bad from Oxford United. There are a couple of things I just want to get out of the way first before I talk about this game. Firstly, there was a medical emergency in the first half of this game which caused a massive delay to why it finished so late. There was like a 45 minute delay in the first half. I hope whoever is affected is okay. Well done to all the staff for sorting it out. Terrible situation. I say it had zero effect on the result of this game. And probably the only good thing Karl Robinson did in this game was act quickly and decisively with trying to get the players off. And then when they came back on, joined in with Gareth Ainsworth with a little applaud to the fans for thank you for being patient. But once again, I stress, I do hope whoever was affected is okay. Secondly, well done to Wycombe Wanderers. I do have some Wycombe fans that follow me on this channel and some that followed me when I did Very Biased Opinions. And well done to you guys. You did us again. Absolutely done us like a kipper again. We never learn. We haven't learned anything under Robbo. We don't know how to play against you guys. We don't know how to score against you guys. If you think about this, the last time we scored against Wycombe was Mark Sykes in the playoff final, and the goal was just a fluke. Absolute fluke. We have no clue how to deal with this Wycombe side. They're patient in a game. They know how to frustrate us. They pick their moments, and then Oxford just go into meltdown, and the fans go into meltdown. I have zero problem with the way Wycombe Wanderers play. I've said that time and time again. If you go back to look on past videos that I've said on my other channel, which was Very Biased Opinions. I've been consistent with that. Never had a problem with it. Gareth Ainsworth sets his team up. They're well drilled. They're well organised. And boy, we could do with a bit of that, couldn't we? And feel free to you Wycombe fans to gloat and mock and do whatever you want to do in the comments because quite frankly, you absolutely deserve it. Oxford fans will no doubt, you'll be flooding it with, I know what the comment will be. It will be very, very bad towards Karl Robinson, and it's very hard to make any argument against keeping him in the job at the moment after that performance and after this season. It's excuse after excuse after excuse, but let's start with the team selection. What is this team selection? This 4-3-3, it's, back four in goalkeeper, fair enough. You have Carl Joseph playing in midfield. He's a midfielder now, is he? He's guys played up front for us. He's been our leading goal scorer, and now he's a midfielder. What the fuck does this say to people like Alex Goran? What does this say to people like Bodin? What does this say to people like Goodrum? What does it say to people like Jones? Absolutely shocking decision. Didn't have a good game. I don't think he played well. What did he offer Oxford United from playing that? And all Robinson says is, it gives us flexibility. How about giving us a structure? You could have played all manner of different teams there today. You could have sat Alex Goran in front of the defence. You could have sat John Messinio in front of the defence. You could have, which would have meant Brannagan and would have meant McGuane are playing higher up the pitch. I say it time and time again. It is useless, these guys picking up the ball so deep that the only option that they have is a banged ball up out wide or up long. That is not the way to get the best out of James Henry or the best out of Marcus Brown. Thank goodness we had Marcus Brown playing in the wing. Why doesn't he stay on the wing? He drifts in too much in for me. He's been great. But the second half especially, he drifted out of this game when he started to come into the middle too much. When he stayed out wide, he was a focal point. We could give him the ball and he could run directly at Wycombe. The main times we looked dangerous was when he was running with the ball out wide. I don't know why he changed it, and I don't know why it wasn't addressed to say, just stay out there. James Henry played on the wing, and I don't think he played that badly, but he isn't that good anymore. In that position, you play him just behind Taylor up front, or you don't play him. I'm ranting a little bit, so I'm losing track of the players, but you could have played Bodin wide, you could have played Boding in the middle, and you could have maybe given a go to one of the younger players. You could have played Jody Jones. Where is Jody Jones? Where is Jones? Where is Anderson? Where is Seddon? Why aren't these players in the matchday squad? Apparently there was an illness going around. I haven't heard. Maybe that is the case while they weren't there. But if they are just dropped, then what is that all about? That is absolutely shocking. I don't think Anderson played that badly against Chelsea under 21s. And, you know, if we don't give Jody Jones game time, why the hell did we sign him? Why? Logical, baffling decisions in this Oxford United team. Ultimately, a team selection like this, which is devoid of pace, which is devoid of any real trickery, leaves Matty Taylor isolated up front. What is he supposed to do against 3 Wycombe defenders when you don't create chances for him, you don't get the ball in the box for him? Yeah, okay, maybe his work rate wasn't great today, but he does not get any chances at all. The chances that he had was a header where he's off balance and he only can put it straight into the keeper's arms, and a shot from distance, which was a really good shot and a good save by the Wycombe goalkeeper, who was Stirrick. I'm sorry, I'll get the name right. Hang on. I'm going to go with Streck. We're going to go with Streck. He had a phenomenal game. He gave away a penalty in this game, but he saved the penalty from Branners, saved the rebound, and made a few absolutely fine saves in this game. As did Wycombe's backline. Jacobson, we know how good he is. Mawson, Farino, these guys had a heck of an afternoon. Obita, we could certainly do with a guy like Obita back at the club, couldn't we? These guys defended absolutely brilliantly all afternoon. The goal, fair play. The goal came from 2 centre-backs linking up to each other. Mawson with a brilliant pinpoint cross, which found Farino, whose header was, where's that finishing from our strikers? Into the corner of the net. Eastwood had no chance. Slack play by Oxford United defending on the goal, but I thought overall Oxford did actually defend quite well and dealt with the threat from Wycombe pretty well. It was just that one lapse in play, in concentration, which we switched off, which always seems to happen. We cannot keep clean sheets, but unlike last season, we can't score goals. Where have the goals gone? All over the place in front of goal. Yes, Brannagan missed a penalty. I can excuse that. It was a good save and he's been clutch for us this season. This is the first miss he's had from the spot, so I'm not going to give him any criticism. His game after that was a bit shocking. He was wayward. He was all over the place. His shots were terrible. But it's Branners, isn't it? You know, you can't fault the effort of the guy and the desire of the guy. His quality was just showing off today. But other people just can't seem to hit the target. They can't seem to pass to each other. It always seems to be one pass and then it's a sloppy pass. First half especially was like that. Players don't seem to know how to link up with each other. I don't like this. Peter Rose-Brown said on commentary, these guys are brilliant in training. Are they? Are they? They don't look like they've played with each other all season. They look like they're still in pre-season mode. It looks very, very disjointed still. We are in October. I think is that our 10th or 11th game of the season. We sit 19th in the table and you're telling me they look good in training? Absolute rubbish, Peter Rose-Brown. Oxford United looked shocking going forward. Even in the second half when we were trying to get up ahead of steam. There's such a lack, but there's such a lack of pressure. There's such a lack of like putting Wycombe under pressure in terms of getting shots in on goal. Yeah, we had a lot of corners. Yeah, we had a lot of throw-ins. Those throw-ins are useless. Why do we even do them? They don't do anything. This long throw tactic from Kieran Brown is just, we might as well just give the ball back to the opposition. Corners, yeah, there were some decent corners today and created some half chances from it, but again, the finishing and it just isn't there. And again, Wycombe did a good job defending it, but oh my goodness, this is ranty, isn't it? This is very ranty today. I thought I might start doing player predictions in these videos, but I just don't feel like it today. This is rock bottom, isn't it? Isn't it? This has got to be as worse as it can be. This is a side that's playing poorly. A side that looks like it's being managed poorly. We're a shadow of the side we were last season. A shadow of the side. And don't even think that when these players come back that we will be as good as we were last season. We won't be. We've lost so much energy in the team and so much quality in the team. We were scoring goals for fun. We were exciting to watch. And even if we went down in a game, We had that drive to get back into it. There was none of that today. So laboured. Kassam Stadium was so quiet, and we just played into Wycombe's hands all the way through it. Josh Murphy on the bench today for Oxford United. He can only play 15 minutes apparently. So you have to question, why is he on the bench? Why risk him? We've done this before to players like Brown, and he got injured, and we didn't see him again for months. So did you have to risk him? Could you not have played, like, maybe you could have, like, just given a bit of an arm round O'Donker or Goodrum or Spazov or someone like that, and given them a bit of a run in the side? Where do we go from here, Oxford fans? I mean, there were Robinson out chants at the end of this game. There were some Robinson out chants, and I know we know what his excuses will be. It will be, if we score the penalty and we go 1-0 up, it's a different game. I don't know that. I'm not sure. We went 1-0 up against Charlton. We didn't win it. We'd have gone 1-0 up in this game. We would have got nervous in that second half. We would have sat deep, and Wycombe still would have had prolonged periods of pressure, and I would have thought Oxford probably would have buckled at some point. So I can't say definitely it would have been a different game. But that is what he'll say. He'll still go on about injuries, and then he'll probably blame the disruption in the game and Wycombe's tactics and yada, yada, yada. I feel like he needs to go. I feel I've hit the point now where I can't see him turning it around. We looked at October's fixtures and we thought this could be bad. And it's playing out like that, isn't it? A draw against a poor Charlton side. We play against a Wycombe side that are struggling. Struggling Charlton side. Struggling Wycombe side. And we get 1 point out of those two games. We've got Exeter, who is going to be really difficult away from home in that one. Do you see us getting a win there? Maybe a draw. We might get a draw. I don't see us beating them. And then we play Peterborough, and then we play Portsmouth, and then we play Bolton. We're going to be in the relegation zone at the end of this month. I don't see any other way about it, and I don't see a way out of this for Robinson now. It can change. Yeah, we probably only need one win, and then everything changes around. But everything's just gone a bit wrong this season, hasn't it? Like, we did a long video with my brother where we talked about recruitment and decisions, starting with the goalkeeper situation and all the way through the club, and then follow that up with bad luck. And it just seems like everything is just an absolute mess. And now that we've got some structure off the field, I think they need to ask some serious questions about what Karl Robinson's done to take this side backwards in quite a short space of time. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to end it. I'm normally quite positive. I don't like being this negative. I'm usually quite a positive Oxford United fan, but I'm kind of hitting my breaking point here. I actually fooled myself into looking forward to this game after the little glimmer they gave us against Charlton, that it might be slightly better, but it really hasn't been. For me, I just still think, I mean, people will say, oh, McGuane played well again. I don't think McGuane had a good game today. I think he's still picking the ball. He's not. There was times in this game where he drove with the ball and he ran forward and he looked dangerous. Why is he not doing it time and time again? Goes missing or plays the easy pass too often for me. And I know that's confidence, but I thought Sam Long had a good game. Actually, thought he did all right. I don't actually think the defence did too bad today, but wow. I'm sure you'll let me all know in the comments. I'm a bit lost for words at the moment, which isn't the greatest thing when you're doing YouTube vlogs and YouTube videos on match reviews. But yeah, it's terrible. It's pretty desperate. And once again, I will just say well done to Wycombe. Good win for you guys. We are your bunnies, really, aren't we? We play this down as not being a rivalry. But if it was a rivalry and it was a derby, it wouldn't be a close run contest because you're hammering us at the moment. And I hate it. But well done to you guys. Comment down below, Oxford fans. It's pretty desperate. I can imagine a lot of the Robinson out comments are going to be there, and I totally get it. Interested to know your thoughts, really. And we limp on to Exeter City.